And again, you can see the difference between the one you seen earlier. This looks like Winthrop Street, leaving WCAT, driving down towards Washington Avenue. The main roads, incidentally, it looks like it's slushy, but if it's slushy, that's because the DPW has been out salting. They have a plan of attack when you have a storm like this. And what they try to do is put salt down early, because obviously that keeps the buildup of snow down to a minimum. The only problem that arises is that if the snow starts falling at a clip of 2 or 3 inches an hour, then that salting is kind of negated by the intensity of the storm. This appears to be going down towards Delby's Corner, and you can see the snow is sticking to the sides. There's a gentleman running his dog, not walking. Delby's Corner. We were out earlier at the beach. The tide was higher than usual. It's now 10 minutes to 3, so we're just about approaching high tide. We'll see if George was able to get some footage up at the beach. Does George have beach footage on this one? Any new one?
A little bit.
Do you, George? And this was taken how long ago?
20 minutes ago.
20 minutes ago? Okay. George is going to join us on the set. Here's a laugh, George.
Oh, thanks.
This was taken about 20 minutes ago?
Yeah, I was just down there. It's really intensifying very fast. It's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
It's different now than what it was even 20 minutes ago.
Yeah. I noticed that when we went out earlier, Barbara and myself and Mark had gone out, and just the 10 minutes that we were out, from the time we left the station to the time we got up to the beach, it was different.
I took this shot to show how high the tide was. I was surprised to see how high it was.
Mm-hmm.
And when
So
I
this
finally,
was around 2:30, right? Yeah, would be around 2:30.
and when I worked my way down towards Shore Drive, I just ran out of batteries for my camcorder, but the water was starting to go over the wall, just lapping over the wall.
Mm-hmm.
So it is pretty high now, and it's intensifying every minute.
I think the main concern is tonight's tidal surge at 3:30 in the morning.
The ducks are faring well anyway.
Somebody was talking about what the ducks do. What happened to the ducks? Where do they all hide?
There's 2 of them.
But the main concern, again, I think, is tonight. There's a good shot. Is you know, by the time we get to 3:30, you're talking 12 hours that the storm has had to build, and there's obviously a storm surge with winds and so forth, and so the high tide tonight at 3:30 is very very much concern to the town and the officials.
This is working our way down the point. I wanted to see what was happening
Okay.
that way, and it's going towards the point. The snow is just blinding.
Mm-hmm.
You can hardly see.
The so-called whiteouts, as they say.
It's unbelievable.
Again, this was taken approximately 2:30, which is about 20 minutes ago, down Point Shirley, and that's the little causeway. And look, you can see the intensity there. Look at that.
Things are going to start happening now.
Yeah.
Between the high tide and the high winds.
Mm-hmm.
A friend of mine in New York called about an hour ago and said they had over 2 feet of snow, and that was an hour ago, and that's in Long Island.
Wow. Okay. There's a fire apparatus. I don't know if I had mentioned that earlier. That's a piece of equipment that's dedicated to Point Shirley, and now here we are at the top of Shore Drive, it appears. No, this is down at Grandview?
This is down the point, yeah,
Okay,
Grandview.
Grandview. Okay.
People are definitely going to experience power outages. There's one house at the end of Grandview. You can see the wires. They're really going crazy. In the next few minutes, we'll see it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be surprised if they don't lose power. You can see the wires. Really.
Oh yeah, kind of low. Okay. Good footage.
Look at how deep the snow is now. This is leaving the point.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
It's really starting to pile up really fast.
It's by
Things
the
are
park.
changing by the minute now.
Yeah. You can see that wind. Now this, I would probably guess that maybe we've had an inch or 2 of snow.
Yeah.
Okay. But by the looks of it, it looks more awesome. So wait till we get to the point where we have 8 to 10 inches or 12 inches on the ground.
The driving's very treacherous, but there's a lot of people out there, surprisingly.
Yeah. And that's too bad too, because if there's a situation where they tie up a street or what have you, you know, if you have a situation where someone's sick and they have to take them to the hospital, it kind of ties up that, and it's not right if people are just out driving around and, you know, observing, and that's really why we're doing what we're doing, so we can actually show Winthrop, give them a window of exactly what's going on in the town.
The police seem concentrated down Shore Drive. It looks like they're trying to evacuate, and they're busy trying to move cars. Here's the first of a few cruises that are on Shore Drive.
Issuing tickets for people that didn't move.
I'm surprised it's still open, actually.
Yeah.
Should be closing in any minute.
I was surprised at that too earlier, that the Shore Drive was still open. But I would suggest that probably within the next, well, certainly if it's not open now, I mean, if it's not closed now, then probably wait to be closed until later on, because the next high tide obviously is at 3:30 in the morning. Look at that roof.
Yeah. Somebody made an attempt to cover their roof.
Yeah.
But that's
Did you see that one house up there with the tarp, the blue tarp on
It
it?
seems to be working out. I didn't think it would work out. I thought it'd blow off, but it didn't. It just pushed up against the house, and it seems to be working. Here's some more cruises on Shore Drive.
Okay. Well, we're going to have to cut away, because we're going to take an official tour of the town with the town fathers and report back here what we see. You've been watching George Desaulniers' footage of Shore Drive and the area of Winthrop. He's taken a tour of Winthrop within the last 20 minutes, and we appreciate George stopping by with us. We have more producers out doing some footage. We're going to be back with an update at about 4 o'clock, so please stay tuned to WCAT. Remember, a snow emergency is in effect. If you're parked on the street, you're either going to get a ticket or you're going to get towed. So please watch for more updates. George, thanks for joining me.
My pleasure.
We'll be back in an hour on WCAT.